3, 4. I never grew up before, I should have started now. Now you're waiting by the front door, wanting to kick me out. So many possibilities waiting for me, but I don't wanna go outside, I'd much rather stay and be a loser.
Showcase, and I'm here on the phone with the Face Cards. They're a They're a suburban pop punk band from Boardman, Ohio. Who am I talking to, guys? Introduce yourselves.
I'm Chubb. I'm Brandon.
All right. So first question.
Albert's not here.
Albert's not here?
No.
All right. So what's the lineup? Who plays what?
Albert sings part of the time and plays guitar, and I sing part of the time and play bass. And Brandon, I play drums. Drummer.
All right. So when did you guys form?
What was that?
When did you guys form?
Say like mid-July. Yeah, mid-July.
So how'd you all meet then?
Well, I was in. Well, you can tell the part about Albert and you. Well, me and Chubb met a long time ago, but me and Albert, we met like the first day of school, and then we like both found out that we like System of a Down, and then we were like we should jam together, and then tried once, and that didn't work out, and then we started over the summer, and once we did that, then we started with this band. And at the time, I was in Rubber Cement, but it was just not working out, so I quit that, and I was like, Albert, can I like play bass for you? And he was like, yeah, man, we need a bassist. And Albert's voice, so yeah.
All right. So what was Rubber Cement? Like, what kind of music was that?
But we don't talk about that.
All right. We don't have to talk about that. So tell me about the new demo. What's it called?
I never grew up before. Why should I start now?
Okay. And what songs are on it?
End of the World, Gone Away, See to the 27th Power, Make My Freaking Day, and Just a Child.
Cool. Where can the good people find it?
The good people. You good people are good. We're done with it, but we just have to mix one song, I think, and then we have to get the cover art from Marissa, who's doing it. Marissa Taylor's doing it for us. Pretty sick. But it'll be at all of our shows. We'll have it up on the internet to listen to. So
cool. So what are the main topics of the album, like lyric-wise?
I'd say between me and Albert kind of sing about the same amount in different songs. He has 2 songs that he wrote fully, and I have 2 songs that I wrote fully. And then Gone Away we sing together, and we wrote together too. I'd say it's mostly about just kind of like, to me it feels like a beginning of the year, like school year type thing, and just kind of get into the groove of things, and kind of in that general area of stuff.
All right. So how did the demo get its name?
Well, with Albert's ingenious ideas, he was like, you know what we should name it? The first line of the first song of the first demo. And I was like, so it'd be called I Never Grew Up Before, Why Should I Start Now? He's like, yeah.
All right. Pretty simple. Okay, so what artists influenced you guys musically? That's for both of you.
What did you say?
What artist influenced you musically?
Influenced you? I have to say, like, what influenced me, I'd say, like, the band. Yeah, like, Green Day. Before this band, I used to just kind of cover songs on my own. I used to play, like, Disturbed, Seven, a bunch of stuff like that. And I can't really say they influenced me because, like, I would just rocking the whole days. But it's mainly the drummer of Green Day that influences how I play.
Okay.
And for me, I'm not going to say Green Day is my biggest inspiration, but they're the people who got me started, and I was like, this is pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be labeled, I don't want us to be labeled as a freaking ripoff of Green Day. But definitely for me, they're a big inspiration. Blink-182, Dave Matthews Band, Rush, and yeah, a classic rock is definitely where it's at. Anti-Flag, I love those guys. And for Albert, he'd say right now the White Stripes, and everything else that we said too. So there you go.
All right. Unfortunately, Albert couldn't be with us today. God rest his soul.
He had to go sing for something at school.
So what other things influence you when you're like writing lyrics, when you're writing guitar parts, other than music? What influences you?
What I feel about definitely how you're feeling at the moment. You gotta it's definitely therapy for all of us. I know that's how it is for me and Albert, and I know Scotty, I've told you this before, but I didn't really fit in middle school, and then I in high school, I was like, oh man, this is where it's at, and I just kind of want to relieve that person that doesn't feel like they fit in. Definitely fit in somewhere.
All right. So, what personally got you into the punk scene? That goes for both of you guys.
For me, it's just what I like, man. I mean, I didn't have any place else to go. I don't like new age rock. Classic rock is kind of gone. You can't really make that new because everybody plays power chords anymore. But so, I mean, yeah, it's definitely the lyrics, the idea of it, the society of it, everything. I just kind of was like, oh, and there it is.
Okay. Brendan?
I have to say I got into it mainly through Albert, because he was the one who started me on it. But it's like what I like. It's fun to play. It's fun to perform. You can basically do whatever you want as long as you're showing the big picture of what it's about.
Awesome. So, Chubbs, you already kind of answered this question, but maybe Brandon could give like an extended answer. Who do you want to reach with your lyrics? And your
I totally answered the wrong question.
Well, like with your messages and your lyrics, who are you trying to reach? And if you want to give like, an extended answer of that.
That's you, Brendan. Trying to get mine. Very cool. I only wrote one song, and we were not even going to release it for probably a good while anyway.
What song was that?
Like, all the lyrics overall, I'd have to say I want to, reach our fans and, everybody who ever listens to us, and so then they want to spread the word and realize what it means, and basically that's it. Pretty much whatever we write, you agree with. I mean, it's very down-to-earth lyrics for my songs.
All right. So I know you said that sometimes you write the songs and sometimes Albert writes the songs, and I guess Brandon wrote a song. But what's the songwriting process when you get together at band practice?
Usually it's me and Albert just kind of chill on a Saturday, and we're like, hey man, let's write a song. And either me and Albert have a riff we'll lay down. The only song me and Albert really wrote together was Gone Away, but I mean, we've had input on each other's songs. I mean, Brandon has input on each other's songs. I mean, our songs. So, I mean, it's definitely everyone gets a good fair share of their own little taste in there,
Mm-hmm. Cool. So, in your opinions, what's the biggest problem with the music industry today?
Crappy pop music, crappy rap music. Those are the two main genres I think are really bad. Yeah.
Alright, that goes for both of you then. Cool. What gets you guys really pissed off? Other than crappy pop music and crappy rap music.
When I go to a restaurant, and I said this before, when I go to a restaurant and I ask them for something to put them on or put it on, and they don't listen, and they, and I'm like, I didn't want that, or I wanted that on there. And it's like, gee, just get the order right, man. It's not that hard. You have a notepad you can do. So.
All right, Brendan.
Something that really makes me mad is when people judge you just by your appearance, and then they don't even meet you, and then they judge you as being stupid or whatever. Or oh.
All right.
That Chevy kid has nice hair, but I don't think I want to talk to him because he's Chevy.
So, what are your favorite underground bands?
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, I think Anti-Flag somewhat underground, somewhat not. Definitely main for, I mean, a lot of of people I know who Anti-Flag are, but a ton of people I know don't. So, I mean, they're definitely one of the bigger bands, but they're kind of still on that verge of underground.
Cool. Brandon?
I think my favorite underground band is probably Red Sun Rising. They're a rock band, but they're not anything like punk at all.
Cool. So, to you guys, what is your definition, or just what is punk rock to you?
The society of people who don't have any place else to go, and we've kind of made our own thing, and we've had our ideas agreed with each other because, I mean, if everybody's been in the same somewhat situation, we'll all have the same ideas. And another thing with punk rock, people don't have to have the same ideas. It's just about, just respect. You don't have to hate on everybody. Just have a good time. Don't make, you call it drama, I guess, but just have a good time.
Definitely. Brendan?
Punk rock to me is pretty much just showing how you feel, but like in a more musical sense that everyone who ever listen to the lyrics should understand. But basically, other than that, I would say Chuck pretty much nailed it.
Yeah, everyone could be a punk rocker.
Are you guys punk rockers?
Yeah.
So has punk changed the world?
What?
Has punk rock music changed the world?
Yeah. It's changed other people. It's changed some of the world.
In what ways would you say?
Well, going back to that thing, people that didn't really know where they belonged, and they meet some people, and they're like, listen to the music, it's like, oh man, this is pretty good stuff, and they're like, oh, wow, punk rock is like open for everyone, man. Religion, non-religion, fat, ugly, who cares? We don't care. Just come in.
Cool. So how has it changed you as a person? That's for both of you guys.
Basically, it's changed my playing style. It's changed basically how I feel about punk because I never really listened to it before I got in this band, not seriously. And then now that I'm in this band, it's basically I love punk now. I mean,
cool.
It totally changed my lifestyle on music.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely changed. Wait, what was the question again?
How has it changed you?
Oh, it makes me have a feeling of belong and oneness with something, and I, definitely a variety for. Well, I just totally got off track, but yeah.
Cool. All right. So, do you have a favorite word or phrase?
You can go first. Think for a second.
No. When the fat lady sings, it's mine.
Okay. I'll say. Oh man, I don't know.
That's a good one, though.
Ask the next question. I don't know.
So, do you have a favorite author or philosopher?
I like Edgar Allan Poe. There's a couple poets I like. Kind of like poetry. Cool. About it. Right.
Okay.
I don't know if I have a favorite philosopher. I mean, never really thought about that question. Not seriously,
Okay. So, what's wrong with the U.S. government right now?
Nobody's thinking about the people that aren't in Washington. Everyone's self-centered around where they're at. Nobody's. I mean, if you're in Capitol, Congress, nobody. They don't think about us. They're just thinking about themselves and how they're going to help number one.
Yeah, they're just they're helping people that they care about, but they don't ever think of the mass majority of the whole population, and even those people who aren't part of that aren't your usual people.
I mean, they're talking about not having a middle class anymore. I mean, they say it's going to go down the crapper. I mean, middle class, that's a lot of people, man.
Mm-hmm. Very true.